Hey everyone, I hope you guys are all doing well. I'm Xemnas and I'm mostly known for making Wii U modding tutorials here on YouTube, but in this video I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I wanted to kind of put this video out there, have a little bit of discussion regarding Kingdom Hearts ports coming over to Steam. Now I know some other people have been creating videos just describing and discussing the Steam ports, but I wanted to discuss some of the things that I think Square needs to go and fix on these ports. The only thing that has been mentioned so far has been HD environments and the new Keyblade for Kingdom Hearts 3. Other than that, they seem to be pretty much the same exact ports that were on Epic Games. And even though the PC ports are great and they're the main ways I play the Kingdom Hearts games nowadays, there are still some issues that exist in each of the games that keeps them from being as enjoyable. So in this video, I'm going to go through and discuss things that they need to go through and fix in all of the games, but also talk about some of the game-specific problems as well. So firstly, one of the issues with the Kingdom Hearts PC ports is that all the cutscenes are capped at 30 FPS. I know this isn't the worst thing ever, but I'm pretty sure in the PS4 port the cutscenes were at 60 FPS. Correct me if I'm wrong there, but it would be nice to be able to get them running at 60 FPS. And I know some of you may be saying, but Xemnas, there's mods out there to make this happen. But those mods are really hard and annoying to install, and they do have glitches within them, so having just 60 FPS cutscenes would be really nice. I'm pretty sure this issue exists across pretty much all the games except Kingdom Hearts 3. Also, another thing that keeps the PC ports from being enjoyable are the sound glitches. Basically, some sounds are way too loud, missing audio clips, it's really, honestly, the sound work is honestly a mess, and it's very disappointing on the PC versions. There aren't any issues in Kingdom Hearts 3, but in pretty much all the other ports, there are really annoying sound issues. And another thing is that you can't turn sounds to 0 in the mixer. People have created mods to fix this, but I think it's just something that Square needs to implement within the ports. Also, one thing that the ports lack is soft resets. They existed in all the other versions of the games, so it's really weird that they don't exist in the PC versions. There are soft reset mods, but those aren't consistent and sometimes don't work. So it would make sense if Square just added soft resets into all of the games, as it has been something that has existed in most, if not all games, except Kingdom Hearts 2. I know they've mentioned HD environments, but they mentioned nothing about doing HD models, so it would be nice if they also rezzed up the models as well, if they were going to go through and improve the environments. Also, one last thing that I kind of wanted to add in is the ability to disable subtitles in some of the games. That would be nice. I know there's mods out there, but specifically for Kingdom Hearts 1, the mod does not work properly and will screw up all the text boxes. So either the modder has to fix that, or it would just be nice if it was natively implemented in all the games. Now I'm going to go through and discuss each of the games in general and talk about the things that they lack in the PC ports. So firstly, Kingdom Hearts 1. There are some pretty annoying environmental visual glitches. I know they're not the worst thing ever, and they kind of depend on which graphics card you have in your PC. I am currently running a RTX 3070 in my PC, but in areas such as Hollow Bastion and Monstro, you'll have these just blue pixels appear, and they really just do not look good, and they make the environments kind of not look as good. Also, in Kingdom Hearts 1, sometimes the game crashes if you go back to the title screen. That is an issue that I think they need to fix. They still haven't fixed it fully. It still happens a lot. The reason that this issue happens is because the game wasn't made to have the ability to return to a title screen, so it reboots the game completely whenever you go to a title screen using a save point. I understand that code being a little bit hard to change, but it would be nice at least if the game didn't crash when you go to the title screen. Another minor thing that I wanted to add in is if they're going to go through and they're going to fix the environments up, they should also go and fix up some of the skyboxes. Like for example, in the Destiny Islands area for Dive to Heart, the skybox is not HD, it's still the same PS2 texture skybox, so it would be nice if they could just go through. And yes, I know there's a mod for this, but it would be nice if they could go through and add it in themselves. Now, Recom doesn't have a ton of issues, but I definitely wanted to focus on one of them. The cutscenes in that game look horrible. Even with an HD mod, they look horrible. I don't know what happened with that. I speculate is what happened was they lost the source code for the cutscenes, but the models look so blurry and it just did not look good. If there's any way they could fix that, that would be nice, but the cutscenes in Recom are just really not enjoyable at all. And yes, this goes for the PS4 port as well, I think, but it would be nice if they could fix it up if they're going to go through and retouch up some of the things in the games. So for Kingdom Hearts 2, it's probably one of the worst ones when it comes to the sound issues. It's very annoying, especially when you're doing the cups using magnet, things like that. It's very annoying whenever you hear just some sounds get very loud, some get very quiet, and obviously it has a ton of missing clips as well for the characters, so it would be nice if they could fix that as well. I've also heard of random crashes happening in Kingdom Hearts 2. I personally haven't had any random crashes happen in Kingdom Hearts 2. It's actually one of the more stable ports, but it is something that I think they need to go through and readdress and fix. Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep is relatively stable as well. I mean, it still has sound glitches, and especially since that game heavily relies on Magnet if you're going to be clearing mob battles, it can get really loud and really annoying, and it's just not a good time. I also wanted to add in a little thing with the ported or the new save menu manager. Since the game's in the PS3, PSP, PS4 version, they use the native PlayStation save manager. It takes forever to load the new save manager that they added into the ports. So if there's any way for them to fix that, it would be nice. It just takes forever. As someone who has like, I think 70 saves on my 100% level 1 files, it just takes forever to load all those saves, and I'm someone who likes to save slot all my games, and this also kind of goes for Kingdom Hearts 2 as well, but it would be nice if they could go back and fix that. As for Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, I really think it is probably one of the most unstable ports. The game crashes so much. When I was doing my Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance level 1 100% playthrough on Twitch, I was saving constantly because I had the game crash and I lost hours of progress, and especially because that game is really grindy with having to find all the battle portals, the special portals, having to find materials and do stuff with your spirits and constantly do that stuff over and over again. That game can be very grindy in some areas. I really think they need to go through and restabilize that port. It was not a fun time knowing that my game could crash randomly. I mean, it stopped happening towards endgame, but it did happen a lot towards mid-game during the grid and some other areas as well, so they need to go through and fix that. Another thing, and this is kind of a smaller complaint, but if you do more playthroughs of DDD, if you do multiple playthroughs of Dream Drop Distance, it's gonna get even more annoying every single playthrough you do. The cutscene skips in the PC version suck so much. I don't know what they did to it. If you played the original 3DS version, DDD had very snappy cutscene skip, but it really sucks in this version of the game. I don't know what happened with that. I really hope they could just fix that. It doesn't seem to be a hard thing to fix, but it takes forever to skip cutscenes in the PC. And yes, it was still an issue in the PS4 port, but they still need to go through and fix that, I think. Lastly, for Kingdom Hearts 3, I think they need to go through and they need to add in more save slots. I know people have been saying this for a while, but it would be nice if they could go through and do it. I don't know if they're going to, but it would be nice if they could go through and add more than 9 save slots to the game. I highly doubt my 1 terabyte drive on my PC is gonna get filled up with Kingdom Hearts 3 saves, but you know, I guess I understand it could be a bit of an in-game limitation that's hard to fix, but I really hope that they can go through and fix that. Also, another thing that I kind of wanted to bring up is saves being transferable for Kingdom Hearts 3. It would be nice if we could go through and transfer over our saves for Kingdom Hearts 3 because that game has encryption based on your Epic Games account, and I literally am almost done with my Kingdom Hearts 3 level 1 all pro codes 100% playthrough, and I don't know if I could do that playthrough again anytime soon. That took a lot out of me. So I will probably be finishing it on Epic Games if there's no way to transfer them over. I mean, hopefully someone can create a mod or something if Square still has encryption on those saves, but I don't know, we'll see. It would be nice if they could fix that. Also, just one last thing, this kind of goes for all the games, but just to stabilize the games a bit more, especially for Kingdom Hearts 3. In some areas, the game lagged a little bit more. I mean, yes, I did have it. I was running it on pretty high resolution, and I have a Ryzen 7 and 3070, so I feel like that might have been the reason, but it would be nice if the game was just a little bit more stable. Other than that, these are basically all the things that I think that Square needs to go through and fix. If you guys have any other things that you guys think that Square needs to go through and fix and improve in these ports for the Steam version, I highly recommend that we are vocal and speak out about it. I mean, Steam is going to have reviews, so we can go through and kind of critique things with the ports now a little bit more, but I think that these ports have a lot of potential to be the best way to play the series, but there's a lot of things that kind of hold them back that weren't issues in the original ports. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I would appreciate it if you guys went over to Twitch and followed me there. I do Kingdom Hearts level 1 100% playthroughs, and I also play Nintendo games. I would appreciate if you guys just went ahead and spread this video as much as you can. You know, we should be vocal and get the best ports for our money. We're rebuying these ports, so I think that it makes sense for us to want the best and most polished versions of these games that we can get. Kingdom Hearts is one of my favorite series, and I really like the PC versions, but again, there's a lot of things that need to be fixed. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching and your continued support, and I'll see you guys all later.